What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, man? It's your boy Big Low Country. I hope that everybody out there is doing good, feeling great tonight. Thank you so much for chopping it up and chilling out with us on this late Saturday night. It's Saturday. Sticky, icky, icky. Oh. Look, man, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and we definitely appreciate that. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. Now, look, let's go ahead and get a little bit of housekeeping out the way. If you're watching the show after we've gone live already, make sure that you let me know by putting a "What in the World" Bo in the comments. I just want to know where the love is coming from. Also, shouts out to the coaching staff members that I met at the Hawks game yesterday on Friday night. And somebody said something to me. They said, "Hey, coach, I noticed that sometimes I be working whenever you go live. Is that I be wanting to give you a Superman chat, coach. Well, and I can't do it because I'm not live with you. Well, I want you to know that if you go up underneath the screen, the actual view screen on YouTube, there'll be a super thanks where you could put your comment and you could thank us and give a donation. But they call it super thanks on YouTube. We call it a Superman thank you. All right, man. So we got the housekeeping out the way. Let's go ahead and chop it up. So first of all, I want to show love to everybody who's showing love to us. Now, Coach Ronnie said that y'all been getting on to me before I even jumped on here. I do want to let y'all know the old coach. I just wasn't feeling too good. Look, on Wednesday night, I was feeling bad. I don't know what wrong with me. I didn't have no energy. I just wanted to sleep. I was like, "Hey, Coach Ronnie, I don't know if I can do the show tonight." She was like, "Well, look, don't put yourself too hard. It might just be your body telling you that you need to rest because y'all know I be going hard all the time." So I just chilled out for a minute and I just got me a little bit of rest on Wednesday. But I'm here, back at it, live in full effect on a Saturday night before the game. We taking it old school. We doing the post game. I'm sorry, the pregame pep rally. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be chopping it up and we're gonna be talking about some very, very interesting subjects. But first of all, like I said, let me show love to everybody who's showing love to me. Raymond Elder's in here. What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you? Coach John Brooks said, Big Low, what in the world, Bo? Let's get this dub tomorrow. You already know what time it is. Melvin says 2-15. I guess they're gonna say we're going 3-14. Now, what in the world? Hey man, they ain't gonna do nothing but keep moving the goalposts. That's all they gonna keep doing. Five-star Falcon says, "Hey, Bo, beloved, the Who they barking up the wrong tree." They going in, man. Nate Bill says, "Hey, coach, welcome back to the show." Well, thank you. Thank you for welcoming me back, coach. I definitely appreciate that. So such a heartwarming, heartfelt welcome back. I appreciate that. 90s, he says, "You cannot be serious, coach. Come on, man. It's over for Ritter." And I look, this is what we're gonna be chopping it up about. Because, you know, ever since ever since last week, last Sunday, we got that win in great fashion, beautiful fashion. One of the most complete wins we've had in years. But everybody is acting like everything is completely resolved. Everybody is acting like, okay, well, we're a top team in the NFL. Well, hold on, pump your brakes there, Ghost Rider. You know, we're gonna legitimately speak about that. 90s baby says, "Hey, where you been, man? I didn't see your post after Marcus Mariota got NFL Player of the Week after sitting for 2 years. That's a bad man." Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start this off. Shouts out to G12 in here. Much love to you, G12. Shouting us out on the Instagram and the Twitter and everywhere else. Much love to you, fam. Look, so first of all, as far as Marcus Mariota, we ain't got nothing but love for him. Nothing but love for him. Young man is coming out and he's balling out. I don't know if y'all remember that old school song, "We be balling out of control." That's what Marcus Mariota did. Last Sunday, he balled out of control, 13-14. I mean, he controlled the whole floor of the game, no turnovers, did what he needed to do. Now moving forward, what's going on, Padre Dix? Much love to y'all, man. Moving forward, the question is like, is everything resolved? That's the big question at the end of the day. Coach Keith, much love to you. Said, what's going on? Said he said, much love to you, fam. Coach Dre says, what's up, beloveds? How y'all beloveds doing and feeling on this Saturday night tonight, beloveds? Hello, what's going on with you, boy? Oh man. Man, Raymond Elder says, what in the world, Bo? You late again. Man, hey man, I got to tighten up. I got to tighten up, Bo. My apologies. Jed says, who they said they're gonna beat them Falcons? Nobody. Rise up, Bo. How's it been, coaching staff? Much love to you, man. Much love to you. Coach Padre says, hey man, that's called water with, you know what, Coach Padre, I think you're right. As soon as Coach Roney gets a chance, I'm about to see if she can hook the old coach up with her. Because we're gonna have to take it old school. It's Saturday night pet rally. You know, we're gonna have to have a what's in my cup is in my cup kind of night. Coach Tina, what's going on, Coach? Hope you're doing good tonight. So, first of all, once again, thank everybody for coming on Chilling Out with us. Facebook users saying rise up, Coach. Definitely. We got a few things to talk about. We're gonna talk about Marcus Mariota. We're gonna talk about the state of the division. You know, I reached out to the brothers, you know, and the rest of the division, all of your favorite content creators for the Saints. You know, Big Q for the Panthers, old Dave and Rashad, and for the Buccaneers, old Big Game Sports Buzz. So I hit those fellas up, you know, and I was like, hey man, is it about roundtable time? You know, because I was kind of worried, you know. I was kind of worried. You know, things ain't looking as good as everybody thought it was gonna look. But once again, you know, that goes to show why these guys are the top content creators for their respective teams, because they came in and they was like, oh yeah, let's go, let's roll with it, Bo. When are you trying to do it? I like, huh? Yeah. A little bit of water there, Coach Ronnie. You know, water. But yeah, they hit me up. They were like, yeah, man, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. You know, been a whole lot of things going on for the Panthers. You know, they done kind of completely redid their whole team. Then on the other side, you know, Tampa Bay, Tom Brady ain't looking like they thought Tom Brady was gonna look. Going through the voices, you know, now he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna play until I can't play no more. You know, and then you got your Saints. Man, what? Thank you so much, Coach Ronnie. Appreciate that. All right, y'all. So I don't know if y'all remember how this goes. It's been a while since we done this. So let's take it back. I know sometimes I get stuck in ruts. All right, so here we go. Y'all already know what time this is. It's Saturday night. What's in my cup is in my cup. It might be water, it might be moonshine, but if you see me smiling, that just means I'm happy to see you. Thank you so much and welcome. Thank y'all so much for chopping it up with us. Oh yeah. That's it right there, Coach Ronnie. That's the bomb, baby. Oh man. So yeah, so look, we already know we're gonna have a good time whenever we do the round table. And we're gonna really chop it up and see what we got going on. Willie Dot says great Hawks hype video. National media taking notice of them Falcons. Let's get it. You already know what time it is, Bo. And thank you so much, Coach Willie. Thank you for supporting the channel. You already know what time it is. That's that dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. We definitely appreciate that, my brother. Definitely appreciate that. JJ, what's going on with you, man? Tay Neal says, what in the world about what's going on, Tay? Hope you're doing good, my brother. Coach Bridget's in here. resident defensive coordinator. I hope you got the back end right for tomorrow, Coach Bridget, because we're gonna be talking about how we're gonna be able to stop the Cincinnati Bengals. So I hope you got the back end right. For because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm more worried about stopping T. Higgins than than Jamar Chase. I was going to say Chase Edmonds for some reason, but but yes. So we're going to talk about that. Carlos says, think we should trade for a veteran corner, not a start, but someone who can cover while Hayward's out. If Hall gets hurt, we are in trouble. Yeah, that could be something that we can seriously consider. I don't know how long Hall is going to be out. Shoulder injuries, they're kind of touch and go, but I'm thinking they might just kind of roll with what they got. Darren Hall, he came in and he played very, very well last week. We have to acknowledge though it was against Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy G's not the same Jimmy G from 2-3 years ago. So I mean, that's something that we definitely got to consider. Let's see here. All right. Reese Cup says, Low, we're gonna beat the Bucks for you. Time to return the favor with the Bengals. Okay, hey, look, I got you, bro. I got you. That's what we came to talk about. D. Coleman said, Coach drinking that witch hazel. No, bro. Ain't nothing but the whole high quality. You can put whatever you want to put. High quality, whatever it is. Like I said, what's in my cup is in my cup. Now, Sigs and Cereal says we're gonna make a statement against the Bengals. Definitely. Appreciate you for coming on and chopping it up with the Sigs and Cereal. Much love to you. Twisted Torches in the building. It's a party now, man. I think Twisted Torch, man. Shout out to Twisted Torch. I seen him on Facebook earlier today. The man had his own photo shoot. He was just propped up. I believe it was his BMW. He just propped up front of BMW, just hitting the poses. I'm like, okay, then. I didn't know he was finna take his shirt off or what. If he finna do the Odell Beckham. Twisted Torch is sitting under like, yeah, you know how we do. I'm like, okay, then, Torch. Oh, man. Molly Mall in here. Molly Mall says, I just want the season to be over. You know what? Let's go ahead and talk about that. What's wrong with New Orleans Saints? What's going on with the Saints, Molly Mall? Trey Joseph, everybody else is in here, the Saints coaches. What's going on with the New Orleans Saints? It has the run come to an end? Because I seriously think I think that I think it's over. I think it's over. New Orleans Saints 2-5. 2-5. Sean Payton ain't walking through that door no time soon. Right? Raymond Elder said, hey, Coach, did you see the Saints game? Pure comedy. Boy. Sean Payton ain't walking through that door no time soon. Drew Brees ain't walking through that door no time soon. No first-round pick next year. And you already under the salary cap. Look like the Saints might need to start dropping some assets. Look like the Saints might need to start cutting bait, Bo. Go ahead and see what you can get. Go ahead and see what you can get for all these young Thundercats. Torch say, that's me. Okay, I see you, boy. I see you, Torch. Right around in that black man working, boy. I see you. But so my question to y'all is, my question to everybody in the chat, as far as the Saints go, and we're gonna get into the Cincinnati Bengals and this whole Marcus Mariota conversation, and we're actually gonna approach it from a different aspect. But do you feel like the Bengals are done? Has that whole run for the Bengals, has it come to an end? If you feel like the Bengals are done, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like I'm the Bengals, I'm sorry. The New Orleans Saints. Do you feel like the Saints are done? I'm sorry. If you feel like the Saints are done, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, they just hitting a rough patch right now and they'll be back and better than ever next year or even this year? Put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know. I want to know if I'm getting excited sooner than I need to be. That's what I want to know. JJ, he says, Dennis Allen, he's just not a good coach. Molly Mall says, I blame Puff Daddy. Padre said Twisted Torch was on a boat with no shirt and Tim's on. I wish I could do it, bro. Twisted Torch, when he was styling the profiler, boy. Oh, man. Dred says the tables have turned. Man, the tables have turned. The tables have turned. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's over. I think it's over. Padre says, Aints got beat by a quarterback that runs like a toddler that stole his mama's boyfriend's iPhone. Let's be honest. I want to be completely honest with y'all. Kyler didn't play all that well. Also, if I'm being honest, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to step out on a limb and say, besides those 17 points that the Saints gave up off of those turnovers, because there were 2 pick sixes, and there was another interception that was, based off of there was a field goal that was a result of an interception. And I'm going to tell you, it's one of those cases where I feel like the Saints played better than the Cardinals did on Thursday night. They just have problems with the quarterback. The red rifle turned into the red pea shooter on Thursday night. I mean, let's go ahead and tell you. I just go ahead and tell you, Bo. The red rifle turned into the red pea shooter. D. Colbert, he says, Saints ain't got a first-round pick and one of the worst cap situations next season. It's hilarious. Siggs and Cereal, he says 1. He feels like they're done. It's a wrap. Kiss the baby. Drez says 1. Coach Dre says the Aints need to do like the kitty cats and start cleaning house, beloved. Hello. Molly Mall. Granted, for everybody who's watching, I don't know. I'm pretty sure y'all know by now, Molly Mall is a Saints fan. He feels like the Saints are done. He feels like, ever since the Steve Gleason block punt, that's when it started. That's when it started. The Steve Gleason block punt. Every time they play on Thursday night, they talk about how it revived the city, and it just had to happen against the Falcons. The Steve Gleason block punt. Up until now, it's over. Pass the baton. Get out of here, old man. Willie Doc says, 1. It goes without saying. Dre says it's over. Now, Ernest Wright, he feels like it ain't over yet. He said, pump your brakes there, Ghost Rider. Grandizer, Coach Bridget, they feel like it's over. They feel like the whole Saints era has come to an end. They feel like it's done. Trey says, look, man, it's still a thing. He said the Saints are still here. And, I hear what you're saying, Bo. JJ the Great, D. Coleman says 1. Uno, un singular. Rob Banks said it's over. Mom said they need Brian Flores. I think y'all need a whole lot more than Brian Flores, Bo. What's going on, Tyler? Much love to you, man. Christy Lewis says 1. The coach gave them the weekend off. Why? What? What in the world, Bo? The coach gave the weekend off. Like, hey guys, let's go to Dave and Buster's and clear our minds. What in the world? Yeah, I seen Kyle about to put hands on Cliff Kingsbury. It looked like it was finna get kind of ugly for a minute there. Look, it finna get kind of ugly. Uncle Steve's Lounge is in the house. He says 1, says don't be shocked that the Aints are in the Bryce Young sweepstakes. I would not be shocked at all, Bo. I would not be shocked at all. Carlos gave us a $4.99 super sticker. We definitely appreciate that, Carlos. I definitely appreciate it. You already know that's that dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Well, Superman sticker. I appreciate it, man. Either way. The King's son. He says, one, he said, bring the trash bags out. Speaking of the division, looks like it's either my homeboy Rashad or Dave, or Rashad and Dave. They ain't here chopping it up with us. Shouts out to PNP, man. Look, if you want to get your intel about the Carolina Panthers, go over to PNP and hit that subscribe button. One of the best shows, one of the best channels on YouTube, hands down. Shouts out to y'all, man. We're just talking about how we're going to try to do the NFC South roundtable since so much stuff is going on right now. And I told him that, you said that you're actually happy. Ever since everything has transpired, I think y'all taking a step in the right direction. Thank you, definitely have. Appreciate the dun-to-duns, everybody. Appreciate the dun-to-duns. Definitely, man. Fire Lab Studios, he says, when does I don't want to hear about Ritter no more season? Well, you know what? Since you bring it up, let's go ahead and talk about this whole situation. Oh, okay. Well, look, if you feel like the Saints era has come to an end, you need to wait to express it. I know that you put a 1 in the chat, but if you need to wait to express that the Saints era has come to an end, you can do that by hitting that like button. I would definitely appreciate it if you hit that like button for me. Coach Ronda said we only got 15. I would appreciate it if y'all help me out. Hit that like button. Help get us out in the YouTube algorithm. Man. Now, moving forward. So the King's son, he says, Big Low, I'm still not sold on Marcus Mariota. All right. Now, finna give my disclaimer first before we even start this conversation. I want to give my disclaimer. First of all, I'm fully supportive of the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Falcons endeavors, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we acknowledge that we want the Falcons to be successful as possible, right? So I want to talk about what happened last week because I ain't talked to y'all ever since last season. Ever since last week. A whole bunch of stuff done happened since then. Marcus Mariota won the NFC Player of the Week. We got this whole renewed sense of optimism as far as the Atlanta Falcons go. The national media is starting to give us some attention. We're starting to be that young, scrappy team that, that could make a run for the playoffs. And, so a lot of stuff has happened ever since the last time we talked, right? With that being said, I just want to let y'all know we're not out of the woods. If you ever walk through the woods and, you walking through the thicket and there's a clearing, and after you get through that clearing, you be like, oh, man, there's some old woods right here. That's where we're at right now. We're not out of the woods. Look, you see I got this camouflage jacket on. You in the clearing. Because we still in the woods. We still in the woods. That's why I got the camouflage jacket on, guys. We're still in the woods. So, with that being said, I understand Marcus Mariota had a good game. Really, he had a great game. He did what we needed him to do. And this is one of those situations where we can't get comfortable. We all know what Lil Wayne said in that Babyface song. What the Babyface say in the chorus? Don't you ever get too comfortable. That's where we're at right now, guys. So the question is, is Marcus Mariota your king? Is this your king? Is this your king? I'm not saying that I'm ready to go to Ritter. I'm not saying I'm ready to make that move. What I'm saying is let's be cautiously optimistic. Yes, everybody keeps mentioning Marcus Mariota hasn't played football for 2 years. But what everybody is not mentioning is that Marcus Mariota has still been a professional football player for the last 2 years. No, he has not been a starter. He has not been on the field consistently. right? He's not been on the field consistently, but he was getting paid millions of dollars to be ready so he didn't have to get ready. They weren't just paying him millions of dollars just so he could listen to the plays and watch the game for the best seat in the house. Right? They wasn't paying that man all that money just so he could be, just so he could be like, oh yeah, I used to play. No. They were paying him a few $1,000,000 whenever he was still with the Tennessee Titans and whenever he was with the Raiders because he was a professional football player. He was a backup quarterback. So now, whenever he came to the Falcons, we paid him millions of dollars to be ready. So the whole taking 2 years off situation, he has to get ready to play again. We started OTAs back in May. We started OTAs back in May, bro. You can practice as much as you want to. We had training camp. We had the preseason. Now here we are, week 6. You actually had the first game without having a turnover.
He is king now.
So everybody, oh man, Marcus Mariota, they get naked. Man, 13 complete. Super Bowl. Yeah, like, whoa. Let's pump our brakes, guys. Once again, I'm optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic about what Marcus Mariota is capable of doing. With that being said, I want to ask y'all a question. And that question is, if the Atlanta Falcons get behind in a shootout type of game, let's say, we're using our normal formula where we're running the ball consistently, and the first 2 or 3 drives, 3rd and 1, and we don't get it on our side of the field, and we have to punt it. The other team scores. They get the ball and they score. So you're down 14 or 17 to nothing or 17 to 3. If you're down by 2 scores, do you trust Marcus Mariota to throw you back into the game? If you're down by 3 scores, do you trust Marcus Mariota to make those throws to get you back into the game? So if you feel like Marcus Mariota can make the throws to put you back into the game, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's one of those cases where I don't know if that's going to happen, we might be in trouble, put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. James Ridley, he says, I agree with you, Big Low, on Marcus Mariota 100%. It's going to be rid of time sooner or later. Bet on it. I mean, I to be honest with you, I don't think we're going to see Desmond Ridder this year. I'm just going to go ahead and step on out there. I think they just want to make sure the young Thundercat is ready.
It's working with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, I mean, it's working.
It's not spectacular, but it's working.
It's working, yeah. And you got why change it? And you got to credit that. You got to credit that to coaching. That's where you got to credit it to.
You want to know what they're saying in the chat?
What they're saying in the chat, Coach?
So D. Coleman said that Marcus Mariota is not his king, but he's knighted. So he calls him Marcus Lannister.
Okay, D. Coleman, I like it. Game of Thrones reference. Okay, all right.
Willie Doc says Marcus Mariota is not the king, but he is the Duke of Fulton County right now.
Okay, all right, okay. The Duke, okay. He's a baron. Okay. Oh man. Excuse me.
A couple people like Salty Taters feels like Ridder is still going to get his shot eventually.
I mean, it depends on what your definition of eventually is. So, I mean, if your definition of eventually is this season, I don't know if that's going to happen. Because, I mean, think about it. We're exceeding expectations now. Why should it be one of those cases where, hey, let's go ahead and change things up? Unless you're pulling a Colin Kaepernick kind of move, that this is bringing a whole nother type of aspect to your offense. But I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. The way that this offense is being ran, it is so similar to Colin Kaepernick and those 49ers. Eerily similar. Think about it. It's like Colin Kaepernick, he ran a lot of his own read option, RPOs. He on his main route that he was hitting on was crossers. I mean, think about it. He really didn't hit too many shots down the field because he just didn't have that deep field accuracy. But this offense is being ran exactly like Colin Kaepernick with Marcus Mariota. I mean, it's the exact same thing. I would dare to say that we just run the ball better than the 49ers did. Fire Lab Production says Arthur is committed to his brand of football. He finna run the ball. Hey, I completely understand that, Bo. But what happens whenever you in the fourth quarter and you down by 2 scores? Do you trust Mariota to throw you back into the game? Now, what I said, Coach Ron, I said one, if you do trust Mariota to
Well, what did I put? Because I don't trust him.
Okay, so you put 2. Okay, so 1, if you do trust Mariota to get you back in the game, and 2, if you don't trust it to happen. Raymond Elder says no, Coach. He said I keeps it real. Coach Ronan, you don't feel like it will happen. Well, Raymond, he said 1. Now King Landon, he says 1, so he trusts Mariota to be able to throw us back into the game. Grandizer, he says he trusts him. Now JJ the Great, the King's son, they don't trust Mariota. Coach Bridget, she said exactly. They doing. I don't know. I guess that's a side conversation. D. Coleman says he trusts him. 8 months. He gave me a 1.5. He on the fence. Raymond Elder says he don't trust. Okay. Dred says respectfully, heck no, Bo. Ritter season. Well, like I said, don't start taking your clothes off of Ritter yet, because we legit don't. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, Bo. I don't think that's gonna happen. Fire Lab Studio says they won't be a shootout, but I believe Mariota could throw if need be. So he gives us a 1. Okay, I like that. Answer. Coach Badre says the Falcons are essentially the Terminator. He don't ever run, but he gonna get you. Okay, I like that. You behind? Like, look, we ain't finna throw the ball, but we gonna get there sooner or later. You ain't never seen Jason run. It's like Jason just following. But I ain't never seen Jason take off running. Same thing with the Terminator. Oh man. JJ says Ritter not playing unless Marcus gets hurt or completely fall off. I mean, that's why I said I don't think that's gonna happen. And I don't want that to happen, because I definitely want Mariota to stay healthy. Granddaughter says rise up all day, every day, and twice as high on game day. That's it, Bo. That's it. Let's see here. So Padre, he don't think that will happen. Willie Dot says 2. Mariota can't make the throws, but remember, we were down 21 to the Bucks, and we got back into the game with running the ball. Now, I will tell you something. Y'all want to know how we got back into that game? The Bucks stopped running the ball themselves. If you go back and look at that game, the Bucks had 2 3-and-outs back to back where they didn't run the ball at all. And they one time they only had the ball for like 30 seconds. Another time they only had the ball for 45. So I mean, you can make a comeback if the other team is playing dumb ball. I'm just gonna put it on out there. I don't know why the Bucks let us back into the game like that, but they just stopped running the ball themselves. Crazy thing is that Leonard Fournette was killing us. He was killing us. But I seen that we changed our coverage up when it was one of those situations where, okay, we changed our coverage up because they just kept dumping down to Leonard Fournette, and Troy Anderson was coming down playing the flats, and that kind of threw Tom Brady off a little bit. Fire Lab Studio says Ritter, he isn't playing this year. Possibly not even next year. Get over it. Yeah, I just don't see him playing this year. Now look, either way, if y'all want to see Marcus Mariota stay healthy, and you don't want to see him play bad, you need a way to express it. You know how you can express that, Bo? By hitting that like button for me. That's how you can express it for me. By hitting that like button. If you hit that like button for me, see, I know why y'all didn't hit it. Because I didn't say what I normally say. And I know I got to keep my promise to like 3,000 of y'all. But if you hit that like button for me, I dare sit your wedding one day. Okay, all right. We should be good now. If you hit that like button for me, I dare sit your wedding one day. Definitely, man. Pelicans know you. Says, oh, what's up, coach? I hope Atlanta beat the Buccaneers so ATL could come from the worst to first. Good luck, Coach Low. We'll be pulling for y'all. Who that? Wait, well, hold on now. Pelicans, you act like y'all ain't even in it no more. Y'all still got 10 games left. Yes. Y'all still got 10 games left, Pelicans. No, you don't. No. You can't just excuse yourself. But yes, we're definitely trying to get this division, man. Definitely, man. Definitely. Man, Coach Bridges, she asked somebody if they could see the future. It was a quantum leap.
So she's saying in the chat, she feels like people shouldn't complain because they can't change things. And that's just how it is. And Dave was saying how he feels like we're not going to be able to get away with running forever. At some point, we're going to have to throw the ball.
Yeah, you're going to get stopped. Like,
that's what the can you see the future thing is about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't see the future neither, but history is I can see the past. History has shown us over the years that no matter how dominant one team is at a specific aspect of the game, they get stopped after a while. They get figured out. You got to think. It's like so every time one thing we got to remember, guys, every time that we go into a game, there's a guy on the other team that gets paid $600,000 who doesn't have to hit anybody. Who doesn't have to put his body on the line. His only job is to figure out how to stop you. Right? So guess what he's doing? He's watching film of every game this season. He's watching film from the games from last season, trying to figure out a way to stop you. Right? So it's just a matter of time. We're going to get stopped. We're going to get stopped. I mean, and whenever I say stopped, I'm not saying somebody's going to hold us 30 yards, but we're not going to put up 190 yards every game. We're not going to put up 180 yards every game. So if we have that game where we just put up 90 yards, we're going to have to figure out another place to get our offense from. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Simba the king. He finally made it to be king. He just couldn't wait to be king. He says he says too. He said that. I just can't wait to be king. That used to be my song, boy. He said, do this.
Something about that guy that sings, because we did the cheating song too, and that was my jam. It's all about his voice.
He did what song?
He did the chorus with every time I try to leave, I think he's pulling me back.
I thought that was Tyrese.
Oh, wrong song.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Oh, snap. Now I got the wrong song in my head. Hold on. It's that cheating song. What was the song? Somebody knows it. They'll put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. I thought that was Tyrese.
You're right. That was Tyrese.
Okay.
And now that's the only time.
Simba says too. He said he don't trust it. He don't trust it. Iron Mike says, long as we running like we have been, the defense show up like they have, anybody can be our quarterback. Let Super Mario play.
One call away.
I'm only one call away. Hey, you was my lady. It was cool how we met, huh? Yeah, T wasn't no rapper at all, boy. Cash in a check. Okay. That's whenever we started seeing Rudy again. Rudy showed up again. Everybody, you seen Rudy in the chicken video?
Oh, yeah.
Like, dang, I didn't know Rudy was looking like that. Like, okay, all right, calm down. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I completely agree, y'all. Let that man play. You know, I don't know if anybody has been saying let Russ cook. But let Mario play. Let Mariota play. Because Russ, like, ain't nobody said let Russ cook. Everybody said call Uber Eats. We ain't let Russ go pick something up. Broncos Nation, let's lose. That's my mom said I need a counselor to talk to. Man, come on, my mom, don't be like that. I still got 10 games left, man. My mom said, Big Low, we done, bro. It's time to kill Lassie behind the barn. Goodness gracious. Man. Is that how Lassie ended? I never knew how Lassie ended. I thought, oh
No,
man.
that's
That was
Old
Old Yeller. Okay, yeah.
Old Yeller, not Lassie.
Oh, okay. All right, man. Poor Lassie.
Lassie is a hero.
Lassie is a hero. Anthony Matthews with the Superman tag. He says Falcons going to the playoffs. That is all. What in the world, Bo? Dun dun dun. That's a Superman tag. Well, you know, I agree with him. Yeah, we're going to the playoffs. We're going to the playoffs.
Can you see the future? As Bridget said.
I can't see the future. Coach Bridget, I can't see the future. I'm gonna need you to help me out, Coach Bridget, because I can't see it. Oh man. Coach Project says, Coach Rona, she been in that water too, huh? Caffeine free. Man, you missing out on the good stuff. Man, JJ the Great said, man, Russ done burned down the kitchen. Yes, because Coach Rona has burned down the kitchen before. Not while we were together. It was when she was younger. What happened when the kitchen caught on fire, Coach Rona?
I was making some fries in some old oil.
And what you do?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's so long ago.
You don't remember?
Nope. So long ago.
Okay. Okay. So we okay. I ain't gonna bust you out. Oh man. But yeah, it's one of those situations moving forward. Just let Mariota play. It's working. Until it's no longer a problem. You know, look, it's one of those situations. I know I tell you all the time, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Look, if he's legitimately trying to get back to where he was because he hasn't played in 2 years, like I don't like it, but that's on him. So if he does continuously get better, I'm good with that. And let's make this playoff run, Bo. In the meantime, man, Mandy says, don't nobody want to see us in the playoffs. I think we have a shot at beating anybody. Oh yeah, we definitely got a shot, Mandy. I mean, look, we went toe to toe with the best of the best, right? We went toe to toe with the best of the best. Tampa Bay should have beat them. The Rams, Super Bowl champions, we should have beat them. So you know, it's one of those situations where you know we just gotta continue to improve. And I think that's what Coach Smith is focused on. He's focused on continuous improvement. For everybody who's worked in the corporate environment, y'all know that's the term that everybody loves. Continuous improvement. Pelican says, Coach Lowe, we might have to call up Colin Kaepernick because we 1-3 at home. Ooh. Man, boy. You sure you?
No, I respect Colin Kaepernick for everything he's done, especially politically and activism wise.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to get more interceptions thrown, you might want to slow up on that one.
Because we talk about Marcus Mariota that played in 2 years. Oh my God. How long has it been since Colin played?
People forget how it was the last time
he was terrible. He was terrible. Yeah, it was a hard time. Like a Dusty Rose promo. Hard time. Definitely. Coach Project says root beer tastes like them Valentine's mints. What in the world? So I want to ask the coaching staff. How do the Falcons beat the Bengals? That's the question. Well, that's the $1 million question. How do the Falcons beat the Bengals? Coaching staff, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go ahead and put our minds together and see if we can come up with the game plan on how we're gonna beat the Bengals. JJ says, Colin ain't played since Obama was president.
Yeah.
Boy, that's true, ain't it?
Is it true?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Let's see here. Coach Padre says, man, y'all need to call Tyrone and Nola. Call them. Oh, man. Oh, man, ATLGA Faithful, he's in here tonight. He said, what's up, coaches? We got to smack them orange and black kitty cats tomorrow. Look, this is going to be our chance. First of all, first stat I want to give you. This will be our first chance to be over 500 since December of 2018. December 31st of 2018. This will be our first chance of being over 500. And this will be our first chance to be first in the division in a very long time. I don't know the date, but I definitely am looking forward to being first in the division for bragging rights, especially. You know, I got to represent at the NFC South roundtable. You know, so, and, you know, whenever we go to New Orleans in December, you know, hopefully we'll have a chance to be first and the Saints can be last. Yes.
New Orleans.
Let's see. So Sterling, he says we need to run the ball and we need to play some good defense. Yes, I think running the ball is the first priority. Drez, he brings up an important factor. The offensive line pass blocking. So we know that we can run block, but the offensive line has to do some great pass blocking. Dre says Coach Arthur Smith got us playing in a year or two, like Kyle Shanahan had us playing in a year, beloved. Hello. Man, I mean, Kyle Shanahan, the thing is, though, that Kyle Shanahan, he had both aspects of the offense going. We were running and we were throwing. You just didn't know where it was coming from, you know. JJ says dominate the time of possession. That's definitely important. Definitely important. We definitely have to dominate the time of possession. Don't let them have the ball. The longer that our offense is on the field, the longer our defense is on the sideline getting rest so they can fly around whenever they do get on the field. Because I'm going to tell you something, especially those DBs, they're going to be running up and down the field because Cincinnati love to stretch the field out. Keyline, what's going on, Keyline? He says constant pressure on Burrow, stunts, and exotic blitz packages. Think about Joe Burrow. He get nervous. He starts getting happy feet. So if you could get him on the ground a few times, that would definitely help. Thing about Joe, he's always looking towards Jamar Chase. You know, him and Jamar Chase, they buddies. We learned in the past that very seldomly, now it's worked a few times, but very seldomly, whenever the quarterback and the wide receiver are like best of friends, like the best of buddies, bosom buddies, a lot of times it don't work out that well. You know, you got to be like Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp. They just got a good working relationship. You know, they ain't like best friends off the field. You know, they don't go on double dates.
How you know?
Because I seen an interview with them. They were like, yeah, you know, we come here and we work. You know, but you know, look at Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. Like Devontae Adams, he's doing pretty good, but he ain't doing like he was in Green Bay.
It seems like a lot of forcing.
It seems like a lot of forcing it, trying to put a round peg in a square hole. It ain't finna work. Unless the round peg is smaller, but it ain't finna work. It ain't gonna fit. What?
Sounds sexy.
What the world? What the world, Coach? Where your mind at? Appreciate that ATLG. In fact, we said the stream is light. I appreciate that, family. Thank you so much. Tyler Russell said that is sad. I guess he's talking about us not having a winning record for a few years. Definitely. is that Majid or Mahid? Dozier says pressure Joe Burrow. Yes, you got to pressure him. You got to pressure him. Now, the thing is that looking at their stats, looking at these guys' stats, I'm seeing here that, okay, so the the Bengals, they haven't been running the ball that successfully. I was actually on the show with Mr. Brenneman.
Granddaughter put it in the chat.
Oh, you put it in the chat, yeah, with Mr. Tom Brenneman, from Cincinnati, from Ohio area, and he was saying that they were running like those outside zone running plays, and they just weren't that successful. So they started running more ISO and power plays up the middle in the A and B gaps, and now they're running the ball a little bit better. So I mean, maybe they're starting to catch ground a little bit with their running game, but they're definitely not running the ball like us. ATLGA Faithful says, "Hello, Big Low. You gonna have fun at that round table next meet?" Oh man, we finna have it. Look, anytime I get a chance to chill out with my homeboys, man, we always have a good time. We always have a good time. D. Coleman says, "Getting pressure on Joe Burrow ain't enough. He takes 8 sacks to the face, and he'll still kill you." That's true. He led the league in sacks last year. So, I think not only getting sacks, we need to get turnovers like we did last week.
He did an interview recently about getting sacked all the time.
Uh-huh.
You don't care.
Just
It's a part of the game.
just like Matt used to be.
Yeah. You don't care about it.
Yeah. But the thing is that it's gonna hurt you. Like if you keep going and saying you don't care, and now instead of it being second and 10, the second and 18, it's like we essentially got to get 2 first downs and 2 tries. So I mean, to a certain extent, I mean, let's be honest, that's a little bit of cockiness. Um, that's something that gives the offensive coordinator gray hair because I want to be ahead of the sticks. I don't want to have to be behind. Padre says pressure on Burrow and keeping the ground game clicking. Yes, keep that ground game clicking. We need some turnovers. 90s babies. He says, my Titans, they sacked Joe Burrow 9 times in the playoffs, and he still beat us. Thanks to Tannehill's 3 interceptions. They not good people just freeze up on Chase. Look, and that's it. Even if he takes those sacks, it doesn't do any good if we're turning the ball over ourselves. So, let's go ahead and I'm finna put it out there. We want Marcus Mariota to have a game like he did last week. It's definitely good that he had that really good game, but let's try to stack them on top of each other. You go to IHOP, how many pancakes do you get?
3.
You get 3 pancakes, right? Because it's a good thing. You want to stack good things on top of each other. So if you go to IHOP and they come to you with that plate, put 1 pancake on it, ain't no good. You want to stack them up. Like, we want to stack them up.
Now where my plate?
Like I done ordered a Rooty Tooty fresh and fruity, and you only give me 1 pancake. So yeah, we want to stack them up. We want to stack them on top of each other. So Mariota, if he continue to play like that, that'll in the words of what's that that work movie, that'll be great. Office Space, yeah. If he could legit, that'll be great. If he could legit, if you could just keep doing what you're doing, that'll be great. Oh man, Brandon Little's in here. He says, "Hey, Big Low, we got to get the win tomorrow." Yes, we definitely do. We got to get the dub tomorrow. Padre with the Superman chat. He says, "Prime Day Panthers. Everyone must go." Well, I don't know if y'all heard. So they said the Panthers. Oh, my bad, Padre. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate that, my brother. Thank you so much, Coach Padre. Let me tell you about Coach Padre, man. he got this beautiful little girl, and he took her to a dance, to a daddy daughter dance. She was in there, boy. She was just in there partying. She was in there killing it, boy. I said, see, that's how you that. I said that's how your daddy used to be in 112 back in 1994. She was in there. I forgot what song it was, boy. She was in there throwing them up. I was like, okay then. And the crazy thing is, she looked just like him. She looked just like him. Oh man. Oh yeah. So I mean, yeah. So because Padre, he was like, prime day for the Panthers. Everyone must go. So the Panthers, they actually came out and said, hey, they're young core. They're not trading those guys away. So they said the DJ Moores, they're not trading them away.
Oh, okay.
The Brian Burns.
That's some of their biggest. Who are they trading them besides Hurt McCaffrey?
I mean, look what they got from it.
Hobble on over to San Francisco. By the time you get there, 8 other things are broken.
I don't know. So they got DJ Moore, Brian Burns.
They're not trading those people though, right?
Yeah, they're not trading those people.
Talking about, so out of everyone they said they're willing to trade, who's really worth a lot?
Sam Darnold?
Are you kidding me?
I mean, yeah.
It's like a backup?
Somebody might need a quarterback.
As a backup?
What happens if Tom Brady gets hurt?
Who is his backup? I feel like I heard. Some kid, right?
I can't remember who was backup. I thought he had Sunshine as his backup. If I'm not mistaken. I thought for sure he had Blaine Gabbert as his backup.
Blaine Gabbert?
Yeah. JJ the Great said, man, IHOP sound pretty good right now, actually. Man, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm starting to choose IHOP more.
Over what? Waffle House?
I just miss old.
Wow.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Back in the day, pre-pandemic, if I called the Waffle House at 2:00 in the morning when everybody was getting out of the club, I knew they would answer the phone.
Yeah.
You know, it's like every time I call Waffle House now, it was like, oh, as a courtesy to our dining guests. See, I know it because I done called them so many times. As a courtesy to our dining guests, we're not taking call-in orders right now.
Wow.
I'm like, see, I can just doggone go here to IHOP and get the Rudy Tooty Fresh. Well, I like T-bone steak and eggs, but I just like saying Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity, you know. Wow. But T-bone steak and eggs, that's a joint right there, boy. You gotta love it. T-bone steak and eggs. Dre says, Bo, I think we tried to take shots down the field this game to try at least make a statement. So I don't know if any of y'all. So there's this podcast called Out of Your Falcon Mind. I thought I was going to say something, didn't you? It's called Out of Your Falcon Mind. And I actually linked up with those guys on Thursday. And I was saying that I think it's one of those cases where, look, Marcus Mariota, he got a little bit of confidence now. I could seriously see us taking some shots downfield like Lil John and Pitbull to stretch this defense out. You know, kind of like that college coach said that time. He said, hey, we're gonna stretch them out and we're gonna pound them into submission. Like, wait, what? Hold on, coach. What? Like, yo, we're gonna stretch them out and we're gonna pound them into submission. Like, oh man, boy, you what you got going on, coach? But yeah, I think with the confidence that Marcus Mariota's gotten, I think that this is the perfect game for him to do it. Number one, Cincinnati, they're going to be missing their interior defensive lineman, and I believe they're going to have 2 linebackers that are going to be out of the game. So if I'm looking at that, that's screaming to me like, hey, guys, let's run the ball. But there's another thing that we have to remember. There's also this young Thundercat over there on the other side of the ball. Saints fans are very familiar with him. His name is Eli Apple. We can take it. We can take it. but we can take advantage of them. Poncho, he said, is it Kyle Trask?
Yeah, it's Blaine Gabbert and Cal Trask.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Kyle Trash is still over there. Oh, Kyle Trash. You want disciple? You want recycle that young Thundercat? Boy, he he too trash. Jay Coleman. Jay Coleman says waffles over pancakes. I mean, I agree with you, Coach. Waffle House just frustrating. They just frustrating me, boy. I just don't know. ATLGA Fate was a big low. Mike could drop uh Mike could drop a versus too if he want. What in the world? Drop a versus. ATLA said feed the unicorn. Yes. Feed that young Thundercat. He done got a little dirty bird out the way. I'm hoping it snowballs. That's what I'm hoping. Coach Coach Padre, he says Papa Doe used to have the fire brunch and the pancakes were unprecedented. Wait a minute, Papa Doe used to have brunch, Coach Ron? So no.
I don't know how recently they probably stopped looking at everybody else around pandemic. Huh?
What? Man, Papa Doe used to have brunch? I'm sorry, y'all. Coach Ron just introduced me to the whole brunch atmosphere. You know, brunch is a vibe. So now I'd be like, wait, they had brunch? I'm sorry. My bad. We'll talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, man. Coach Rhoda took me to this Jamaican brunch spot. Had the best pancake in my life I ever had in history. It was better. It was 10 times better than IHOP. But I love me some IHOP pancakes. That doggone pancake, boy. First of all, it was like that thick. I said, goodness gracious, boy, this thing thicker than week old grits. That thing know it was thick, boy. I mean, and it was fluffy too. I said, good grief. I said, where's the syrup, ma'am? She's like, oh no, the syrup is in it, baby. I'm like, oh, okay.
I think you got some sort of like fruit preserve or something you could put on.
Yeah. It wasn't syrup, but I ain't really need it. But there was something that was already on it. I was like, man, oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. But yeah, Padre, I think we can take them shots at Eli Apple and see what we need to do. Tyler Russ said, waffles. I don't know if they got Waffle House out there in Arizona, Coach. Okay. ATLGA Fate was said, I'm trying to collab with Fire Lab on the song, Big Low. You down? Hey, just call me. I jump on that thing. You know, I used to be that dude. I jump on it. You know, the 3 albums. The 3 albums. What you
doing? Still haven't got my matching fit. So I don't know why we're talking about his music was lies. His music was lies, guys.
Coach Rhoda talking about the matching fit because I had a line saying we used to roll through the hood with the matching fit song. Polo, Echo Fat Farm, and Sean John. That goes to show how long ago this was. Yeah, that was a minute. That was a minute, boy.
He promised me matching fits, y'all. We still haven't.
We don't wear matching fits.
Color coordinated fits. We don't wear matching fits.
Okay.
That's what the song said.
Okay, I'm gonna get us a matching fit. Is there like you want like a jumpsuit or?
I'm not letting you buy matching fits.
Why you want to let me buy?
Taste.
I got great taste.
You'll be in camo Falcons gear.
I got great taste. What's wrong with the camo Falcons gear?
Not my style.
You act like it ain't.
I'm not trying to hide in the woods and shoot some deer, so I don't want the camo Falcons gear.
You such a hater, boy. You such a hater. The hate is real.
Or for you these days, go to Costco and pick up some ribs because you ain't shooting nothing these days.
You such a
camouflage ain't doing no hunting.
You such a hater.
For a parking space.
You such a hater. You brought me to the city. You brought me here. There ain't nowhere to hunt off the East-West connector. I done looked. I done tried it. Oh man. A Bud says, "Hey coach, how did DeJounte Murray look in person?" Boy, DeJounte Murray looked like the straight truth.
Somebody's post game
What
interview.
what did he say in the post game?
He was just like, they were asking him how he felt about the win, and he was like, "I had 6 turnovers, so I need to improve that."
Yeah.
And something like, he was just talking about how he can be better and the things that he can improve, and how the team looked good and the team worked hard, but he can be better. And I just really like that.
Oh, okay. And he said it all starts with defense, what you gotta love.
Yeah, he was stressing the importance of defense.
Yeah.
They look good though.
Yeah, they did. Because at the beginning of the game, it looked kind of shaky.
I don't think it was looking shaky. They were just taking a lot of 3-point shots that were not hitting.
Yeah, but they couldn't stop. Cole Anthony.
No, whoever that little guy was.
Cole.
A lot of stuff.
Cole Anthony probably taller than me, Coach Roddy. He can't kind of be a little guy.
Well, no, I don't mean it literally.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like he's going to be. I feel like this is going to conference finals, easy conference finals. You heard me say it first. Conference finals, easy,
Wow.
easy,
Saying a lot.
easy. Wick said, "What's going on, Big Low? Think my Eagles got something this year? Go Bird! Oh yeah. Eagles. First of all, you got all them Georgia boys out there. That's why I picked y'all defense on my fantasy team. I said, yeah, them Eagles, they gonna be legit. But yeah, y'all definitely got you something special out there for years to come. It's not just this year, And I think AJ Brown stepped into a really, really good situation, getting Jalen Hurts as a quarterback because he's so mature, Fire Lab Studio. He said, "Bet it sounds good to me. I'm always down. Yeah. Hit me up, coach. Yeah, I can give you a hot 16, bro. I get it to you." Oh man, D. Coleman, he says, Nets versus the Clippers in the finals. Clippers. I just can't take Kawhi seriously anymore. Kawhi seems like he's in it for self-preservation now. He's in it. Kawhi seems like he's just in it just to get paid now. He ain't really trying to play too many games. He's just trying to do what he's doing. Falcons, says 49ers only have a 5th and 7th pick next year now. Wow, they traded all their picks away.
What?
They only got a 5th and a 7th.
Christian McCaffrey?
Well, they made that trade. They traded some of those picks for Trey Lance too.
Oh yeah, to move up.
Yeah, so
get him.
Man.
Wow, 5th and a 7th. Oh my.
Wow.
Ooh boy.
Man, that's rough right there.
What does that mean for Shanahan's job security?
I don't know. It's like, I know the 49ers fans I spoke to, they're starting not to like Shanahan.
Yeah, I can see that.
They're starting to get rubbed the wrong way by Shanahan. So I don't know how exactly that's gonna work.
All that he did to get that job, and Jimmy Garoppolo, and now Trey Lance.
You don't know that, Coach. Right? You do not know that.
Ooh, boy, that's rough.
You do not know that.
That's why, because I've been noticing 49ers fans freaking out on Twitter, and I'm like, what is y'all deal? Like, okay, y'all doing all right now. Like, I didn't realize that they got to do great because they don't have nothing.
They ain't got nothing. They have nothing. Nothing.
That's my Whitney song.
You already know what my favorite. You already know what my favorite Whitney song is.
Which one is it? Which one is it? The one about she's cheating with the guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's saving all my love for you.
Love you. Stolen moments. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's my Whitney song right there, boy. Whitney got down on that thing. I said, get her, Whitney. We're like, forget his family. Oh man.
Forget his family.
Forget his family. Oh man, JJ says as a Spurs fan, y'all welcome for the thank you so much for the Jonte because he's definitely going to be appreciated here, the same way y'all appreciated him there. Definitely. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man. Now somebody asked me. Somebody said, "Hey coach, who do you have in the Georgia and Tennessee game?" Coach Fire Lab Productions. He says Tennessee and Georgia going to be the game of the college football season. Someone asked, I think, the King's son. He said, "Who do you have in it?" I'm going to tell you something. Georgia will beat Tennessee by at least 7 points. I'm going to go ahead and put it on out there. Georgia will beat Tennessee. Ain't no bias. But Georgia will beat Tennessee by at least 7 points. Where? Let me see. Padre at? He had a Superman chat. Let me get on back up to it. Huh? Can't leave old Padre out. Oh, I missed it. Padre said the CMC trade might be what Get Shanahan got in San Francisco. Let's watch the show.
That's what it seems like. It seems like that's like the last straw.
That's the last straw.
You better not get up there and get hurt. You better like produce. As soon as you get there, he's just injury prone.
Man, I'm finna tell you something. First of all, Padre, dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. But Padre, the thing is that so a lot of people don't realize Ed McCaffrey, Christian McCaffrey's father, played for Mike Shanahan in Denver. And you know what? I had a feeling that this was going to happen back during the game because the Panthers played 49ers. That's how they got the coach fired because 49ers just stomped the Panthers and they got the coach fired. But yeah, and it was one of those situations where they was, how they do like the end cuts. It was like, yeah, Kyle Shanahan, he has a soft spot in his heart for Christian McCaffrey. He used to babysit him back whenever his dad coached Ed McCaffrey when they went to team meetings and team events and stuff. I was sitting there like, oh, he's going to try to trade for him. It's just a matter of time. He's going to try to trade for him. And I think the thing is that you don't want to be a running back in Kyle Shanahan's scheme because he's going to run you into the ground. And I just think that this is like the last push, the last hurrah before it's all over. You know how Roman Reigns says wreck everything and leave. I feel like that's what Kyle Shanahan is doing. I think that's what Kyle Shanahan is doing. He did the same thing that Thomas Dimitroff did. Put us in the worst situation possible and then left.
We see the Thomas Dimitroff. Has he got another job though?
No.
And there you go.
No.
Hello.
Put us in the worst situation and left. So, yeah, I mean, because he could have even got like an assistant GM job or a scouting job or something. They ain't give that man nothing. Man. Two Evolve says, team quarterbacks going first among quarterbacks in the draft. I don't care about Bryce Young or CJ. He's NFL ready, Bo. Probably got the Titans. Kind of wishing they hadn't pulled the trigger on Malik Willis. Well, I mean, the thing is that you still don't know what Malik is. Malik might legit be that guy. I think at the end of the season, you might have some decisions that you don't have to make about Ryan Tannehill. But, Malik, he might come in here and light the league on fire like your boy, goodness gracious, in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, yeah. I was thinking everybody. I was like, RG3. No. I was like, who? Yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, Lamar Jackson. He might come in here like the league on fire like Lamar Jackson did. So, yeah, it's one of those situations. Granddad says Big Low on Panthers Uncensored. They're reacting to that CMC trade. They were acting like someone died. So silly. PMP kept saying CMC got to be traded. they told the fans. So I remember I was in there whenever they were talking about. They said, "Look, man, the only way we're gonna be able to move forward is trading Christian McCaffrey." They said this is the biggest piece, and
He don't play half the time
yeah,
anyway.
he ain't like he played half the time anyway.
I'll be forever salty about him on my all points fantasy team.
Yeah,
Forever salty.
yeah, he hurt you. He hurt you. Take care, man. Says it's time to get rid of that train horn in the bins.
Dang. Wow.
He said we need a new sound, like Falcons flapping wings, swooping down, and a screech on the touchdown. Hating the horn. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't a big fan of the horn either. like, and then if you're standing there in the little atrium area where everybody meets at, and like they honk that, like it scares you. Like it's really loud. It's really loud. So yeah, I ain't a big fan of the horn either. But you know what I am a big fan of? That dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man. But yeah, I ain't a big fan of the horn. I ain't a big fan of the horn. Appreciate the dun dun dun, Coach Padre. Pelican says, Coach Low, remember when OKC first got James Harden and went to the NBA Finals? He says, that's who the New Orleans Pelicans remind me of. They should do the same thing. Go to the NBA Finals. Go Pels. Well, the biggest thing is that, first of all, your boy, Zion, he's healthy now. So that's definitely a good thing. Healthy and, at a good manageable weight. You got Brandon Ingram. He's he's the new Kevin Durant. He's the new Slim Reaper. And CJ McCollum walking around here looking like Stephon Urkel. Like you got a you got a good trio right there, man. And you got a good supporting cast. So yeah, y'all could definitely make a run. I don't want y'all to win it. I want the Hawks to win one before y'all, Ain't no rivalry between the Hawks and the Pelicans, but the Falcons and Saints spills over. So, it's just one of those things, Pelicans. Ain't no hate there, man. Ain't no hate. I just But yeah, Zion and Brandon, they scary. They scary. Ernest Wright, he says Herb Jones. He also said that CJ Stroud is legit. No, that's quarterback coming out of Ole Miss. I'm sorry, out of Ohio State. He's saying that young Thundercat. But you know what everybody say about these Ohio State quarterbacks? They come in and it's one of those cases where they just don't look like they did in college. I'm not gonna say I can't really say that about old Justin Fields because I feel like he just hadn't been given a good hand.
Really?
Yeah, I can't.
He looks terrible.
He looks bad. He looks bad.
I was feeling sorry for him.
I know it. He looks bad. I mean, I don't know who looks bad. I don't know who looks worse, him or Russell Wilson. Like both of them look bad. I mean, it's rough. But moving forward, it's like the question is that can they improve? It's like they just gonna have to start all over in Chicago. Thing is, like, what do they trade? Like, if they were to like just start over, what do they trade away? Who gonna want them? I mean, they gonna give what 2 sticks of gum and
that's true.
And a couple of bottle caps for them. I mean, it ain't really too much you can do. The King's son, he said he feel like Justin could thrive in our offense.
I don't want him.
I know him and Kyle Pitts got a pretty good relationship.
Well, they keep that going off field. Nothing to do with it.
Dang, Coach Roy. Oh, God.
Over there.
Man.
The Delta flies directly.
Wow. Wow.
Nothing to do with the Atlanta Falcons.
Wow, Coach Roy. Hey, Love says, good evening there, Coach Low. You got to respect the train horn. And it's the momentum of the past. When we're one of the leading railroads back in the 50s and 60s. That's the reason why they sounded. Oh yeah. I know that's why they do the train horn, but I just don't like it. I don't know. It just touches me the wrong way. It just touches me the wrong way
Where does it touch you?
in my soul. Tyler Russell, he said, Justin, no thanks. He said, Justin, no thanks. Well, let me ask the coaching staff. Would you want Justin Fields in this new improved Atlanta Falcons offense? If you would take him, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like you would pass on him, put a 2 in the chat. I think I would pass on him. I mean, I'm still halfway naked for Ritter. I ain't got nothing but my socks on.
The good socks are the Amazon socks that you give everybody else.
All the socks in this house are the good socks.
Okay.
All
right.
Like those Amazon socks that we got weren't good.
They're not as good as the socks that you got that came wrapped in golden tissue paper and stuff.
Look, Coach Ronnie, the fact of the matter is that you compare two things. One thing is always not going to be good as the other.
Yeah, but it's amazing how you managed to keep the good stuff.
I didn't keep it.
And you yourself said
you had the Bombers.
And as my Lord and Jesus Christ said, you yourself said it. The good socks are coming Saturday.
So you gonna put that on me? Okay.
Sunday morning, I'm feeling holy.
Okay, you gonna put that on me? Okay. You had the Bombers in your drawer as well, so I don't see why this is a problem. Drew says, "Man, Mariota, he's 100 times better than Fields." I agree with you. I agree with you on that. D. Cobra says Justin Fields, EJ Manuel, same person. Ooh, man, that's a blast from the past. EJ Manuel. Ooh, man, I'll definitely take that though. ATLGA Fable, he says no thanks too. John Brooks says he'll take him. Yeah. Coach Roney, to evolve Tyler Russell, they said you could leave him where he at.
You keep yourself where you at.
Drez, JJ, Drew, and ATL, and they says no on Fields. Take Care Man says thanks, A Love. That gives me a reason not to hate it too much. I do love trains. I'm a dog 555. Y'all make sure that y'all welcome I'm a dog to the stream. He says 2. He says he could pass on Justin Fields in Atlanta. Fire Lab Studio Productions, Raymond Elder, Grandizer, Coach Randy. They all say, "Oh no, not today." The King's Son says, "Well, look, if Chicago had Marcus Mariota, they'd be 0-6 too."
You don't seem to be a Mariota fan.
Yeah, because the Bears, they won their first game, so basically they'll be worse off. D. Cobra says 2 double dose. Dude. Cool beans. He put 22 twos. Mahid Dozier, he says 2. The King's Son, he said 1. He would go with it. ATLGA Fate was as far as Gump, a man's socks are important. That's it. That's it. A man's socks are important, Coach Ron. And I made sure to take care of my family. Michael Davis says he wants Justin Fields. He said that's the way to go. D. Coleman says I take Trubisky over Fields. I think I think I might have to let you have that one, Coach. Yeah, in this offense, I would think I would take Fields over Trubisky. A Love says 2. We gotta get rid of a 3rd round pick, and we have to trade up to get them. I think I'm good on the whole Justin Fields situation. I'm looking at Desmond Ridder to be our future next year. Fire Lab Studio says that's some BS. If Mariota was at Chicago, they'd be 4-2 right now. Well, you know what they say, Coach. The 5th was the 5th. We all be drunk. Oh man. Marty Mall, he says, hey man, I'm just chiming in. I just hope the NFC South forfeit their playoffs so nobody can win. What's wrong with Marty Mall? Man, Marty Mall, don't be like that. Y'all still got 10 games. Y'all still got a chance. It's not over. We know exactly where you're at right now. What happened is they got spoiled out there in New Orleans. Y'all got spoiled. Marty Mall, y'all got spoiled out there in New Orleans, bro. It was one of those situations where, like I said, Steve Gleason, he blocked the kick. Everything changed.
We're gonna talk about as much as they do.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about as much as they do. Steve Gleason. Steve Gleason blocked the kick. That changed history for the Saints, So look, now, like I said, Sean Payton, he ain't walking through that door. He ain't walking through that door no time soon. Drew Brees ain't walking through that door no time soon. If you're gonna win, you're gonna have to win in a different way. What y'all was doing was working, it ain't working no more. So I mean, it's just one of those situations.
How about that coach? How about that taking the knee with 40 seconds left before the half? What was that? And then after the half, the other team got the ball back. So you just gave them the ball.
Well,
with no fight whatsoever.
Well, he's a defensive coordinator. So like he's always thinking, oh, my defense is gonna bail me out. But
taking a knee with
40 seconds left. But you also gotta remember, Coach Ronnie, like, was that before or after the pick six?
It was after.
That was after the pick six?
Yeah,
oh, okay. Yeah, so I mean,
you couldn't run and try to get field goal range or trust your quarterback if you're gonna leave him out there.
You gonna trust him after 2 pick sixes?
That's the guy you chose to roll with.
Third pick of the game. Yeah.
But taking a knee.
I mean, I would at least ran a screen or something.
You gotta try something. You gotta try at least get a field goal or something.
Something. Tony Wright's in here. You know it's a party now. Tony Wright's in here. He said, "What up, Lo? How you feeling, man? We feeling good, feeling great, bro. Feeling good, feeling great, bro." Oh, Rashad's in here. Rashad said, "Exactly, bro." He said, "I'm gonna rock with Desmond Ridder until proven otherwise." He said, "Got to give the kid a chance." Yeah, man. Yeah, we ain't. I definitely ain't looking at no Justin Fields. And like I said, you ain't gonna see Desmond Ridder until next year. Marcus Mariota, that's what we're gonna roll with for right now. Marlon Ball says we like a rich kid. When a rich daddy cut off his money. Yeah. Wandering aimlessly around the mansion.
Looking for change. Selling beignets after the game.
My mom said, "Coach Ronald, you ain't helping. You making it work." Man. D. Cover said, LaCharles Bentley ain't walking through that door. Wait. Pelicans Notice says, Coach Lowe, Atlanta should be playing after they score a touchdown Morris Day, and the time is called a bird, and that would be fire. Wait, what? Hold on.
A bird. Morris Day and the time?
Morris Day and the time is called a bird, and that I don't understand what's going on.
Morris Day and the time is a group.
Okay.
So he's saying that the name of the song is a bird.
Oh, okay. And that should be the sound instead of the train horn. Tony Wright says that Marley Mall and his fellow Aints fans were whining Thursday night on their podcast.
We were watching it.
It was comedic gold. I couldn't stop laughing.
We were watching some of that.
I was in there trying to give encouragement.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. But I wasn't trying to give encouragement. I was like, hey, y'all. I like, look, there's still a lot of football left. Because they're like, man, season
After
over.
you said go Cardinals.
Yeah, I did say go Cardinals. Yeah, that was the first thing I said.
Let's not skip
I came
over
with
that
that, like,
part.
go Cardinals. Yeah. See red. Like, okay.
Oh, is that they're saying?
Yeah. Robert Bennett said Dalton was Oprah. You get a pick. You get a pick. Oh man. Yeah, everybody got a pick on Thursday. The pick, and like I said, I'm gonna tell you something. It's one of those cases where, look, the Saints, besides the picks, the Saints didn't play a bad game. Like they look like a competent team. They just threw those 2 pick sixes, and that took them out of the game. It took them out of the game. 90s baby says, Chase hip is hurt. He get hit on it. It's a wrap. I seen that they held him out of practice for a couple of days. But I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference. You know, once you line up to play, that hip is definitely something painful because I've dealt with those hip issues myself in the past. But I mean, getting hit in it really don't affect you as much as what you do to your own body. Like if you step the wrong way or open up too much, that's whenever you start having those injuries. Like, but yeah, it's one of those situations where I don't think getting hit in but I mean, I don't know the extent of his injury. ATLGA Faithful said Red Rifle shot his own eye out. Boy, that's
You'll shoot your eye out,
so Granddaughter, he said, "Hey, Big Low, what's your score predictions and the player of the game?" So score predictions and player of the game. So Coach Staff, y'all let me know what y'all scoring predictions are. Let me know who you think the player of the game is going to be. I'm going to tell you as far as myself, I'm going to say score prediction, I'm going 27-21 Falcons. 27-21 Falcons. Player of the game. Let's go Drake London, player of the game.
Somebody else was saying in the chat how they think Drake London was gonna have a good game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I'm finna go Drake London, player of the game.
It's ATLGA Faithful. He said, I think London has a big game tomorrow. I just have a gut feeling.
Yeah, he been kind of quiet here lately.
Somebody else also asked you if you liked London better or Pitts better.
Oh, I like Pitts. I like Pitts better. Pitts is that guy. Like, Drake, Drake is good. Drake is really good, but I like Pitts better. Thinking about getting a Pitts jersey. I'm seriously thinking about it. I just gotta see him get thrown the ball more than 3 times a game.
Oh boy. That's what everybody said.
D. Coleman says 27-20 Atlanta. Mariota throws for 200 and runs for 60. Okay. ATLG Faithful says 30-27 Falcons and Drake London. That's the player of the game. 90s Baby says Marcus gonna be a player of the week again. Okay. So 90s Baby, we got a term for your treatment of Marcus Mariota in the country. You get naked for Marcus Mariota. 90s Baby. I don't know what 90s song you could dedicate, as far as getting naked. I'm sure you know your share of them. I could think of a good one. So when it comes to Marcus Mariota, 90s Baby tribute band, he says, throw your clothes on the floor. I'm gonna take my clothes off too. Yeah, so yeah. You get naked. 90s baby. Pelicans, he said, Coach Lowe, what about trading Justin Fields to New Orleans? Because they have a 2 because they have 2 or higher statewide receivers. So the connection will be great.
Well, what are they gonna give him for him? What do they have to trade?
I don't know.
They ain't got no money.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you saying Ohio State? Okay, I was like higher state. Okay, Ohio State. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, they got Michael Thomas and Chris Olave out there.
Got you. Okay. Oh, they both went to Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. AK-47, and the score would be 30-17. Robert Bennett says 27-20. Falcons player AK-47. Young men of Faith Jamal. He says Falcons 27, Bengals 20. Player of the game Kyle Pitts. Two Vols says 31-26. Atlanta AK-47, the player of the game. Okay. Fire Lab Studio says Grady Jarrett is the player of the game. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Take care. He says 23-21 Falcons. Kyle Pitts going to have 2 touchdowns and 100+ yards. Man, boy, I would love to see that. That would make my heart jump for joy. JJ the Great says 27-24. Overtime Falcons win. Ooh, man, I don't know if my heart can take that. I'm gonna have to double up on blood pressure medicine. That's the case. Milan says 10-24 Falcons. Okay. 90 Baby Tribute Band. He said, Lord. He said, Lord. Decode that, boy, you better sing. Oh, man. My mom said, my clothes are on the floor right now. Oh, my goodness. What in the world? What in the world? I'm a dog 555. He said, feed Pitts. Feed them, man. Feed them. Feed that man. Dartmouth says, do you have a second favorite team? And if so, who? Man, a second favorite team. Well, so my father, he passed away, and he was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Really, really loved the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I also had a cousin who recently passed away. He was also a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Now, our grandfather, he passed away just this past year. He was a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan as well. Huh? Yeah, the colors that we wore at his funeral, they were black and yellow. So yeah, I that other team that I root for on the side, it's the Steelers, but it's Dirty Birds all day. That's what we rolling with. Not with Ben Roethlisberger. Though. Okay, Coach Roy. Fire Lab Studio says, "Don't worry, 90s baby. I'll be getting naked from Marcus Mariota too. No homo though." Oh, but he says 28-24 Falcons. He said Kyle Pitts is the player of the game. Raymond Elder says, but if we average 5 yards a carry, do we have to pass the ball? And no, you don't. It only takes 10 yards for a first down. But sometimes you are going to have to throw it. You are going to have to throw it. Definitely, man. Definitely. Pelican says, Coach Roney, we have that Bayou money in Louisiana. Oh, Coach Rooney. We had that Bayou money in Louisiana. I didn't know the Bayou had their own separate kind of money. What in the world? What kind of money they be having down there in the Bayou? Cool B says my second team is the Eagles because they gave Vic a second chance. Okay. CT Hill says, what up? What in the world, Bo? Big Low Kuntry and beautiful Coach Roney. Definitely. The King's Son says, has the defense turned the corner or was last week a fluke? I mean, we're gonna see, Like I said, it's like getting them pancakes at IHOP, You don't want just one pancake. You gotta stack them things. Stack them things on top of each other. Because that's why we're wearing the camouflage today. You know, this ain't for a fashion statement.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's for a fashion statement. But the reason why we're wearing the camouflage, this represents, it was like, look, we ain't out the woods yet. You know, Marcus Mariota, he had a good game. Defense, they played pretty good. But the question is, are we out of the woods? We ain't out of the woods yet, man.
Granddad just said, I'm still alive, Big Low. You can root for the Dolphins. Fins up.
Fins up. Shouts out to Grandizer. Hey, Grandizer, look, man. Dolphins have a place in my heart because of you. How about that? They got a place in my heart because of you, my brother. Oh, man. Y'all are crazy, man. Well, look, we got about a 12 and a half hours. We got 12 and a half hours before game time. So moving forward, we're going to have to.
Malone said his brother was buried in the Steelers outfit.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Definitely, man. Definitely. And shouts out to you and your family, Malone. Oh, yeah. What they say?
So Jamal talking about the Saints look like Bookman from Good Times getting locked out the apartment. They locked out. Oh my God. And A-Lo said he has a man crush on Ray Lewis.
What? Oh, I see it right here. So I have a man crush on Ray Lewis. So the Ravens are my second favorite team. Ain't nothing wrong with that, boy. Ain't nothing.
Like it's been abusive. Like get shot in the face a little bit. You need to pick better men.
Oh man, shoot him! Like, wait, what? Oh man. Fire Lab Studio. He says I'm originally from Oregon, so why you think I'm such a Mariota supporter? I understand why you Bearcats love Ritter too. Marcus Mariota is my QB1. Okay. Man.
Where's Keith? They're missing all this Steelers love.
Man, I'm telling you. They was in here a little bit earlier. Dartmouth, he says, what was the greatest Falcons win you ever saw?
I think you answered that before.
Yeah. In person?
Yeah.
I mean, in person, yeah, whenever we beat the Carolina Panthers. What was it? 11 seconds left on the clock?
It was a tiny amount of time. I don't know exactly how much time.
Yeah, it was like 11 seconds left on the clock. And we were on like the 2-yard line. Matt Ryan threw a bomb to right down the middle of the field to Roddy White. We got it at like the 45-yard line. No, it was farther than that, if I'm not mistaken. But we ended up winning the game with a field goal. That's when Matt Ryan told them to get off his ever-loving field. Mm-hmm. But that's the greatest win that I witnessed in person. But just the greatest win I witnessed, like on television, was whenever we went to the Super Bowl. We beat the Minnesota Vikings. That was, yeah.
That's what Tyler Russell just put in the chat.
Yeah.
Gordon Anderson kick to win the NFC Championship was awesome.
That was awesome.
I remember that. I was getting my hair done.
Man, that was crazy.
Everybody went crazy. Everybody was watching that game too. And this is back in the day when Falcons would get blacked out sometimes.
Yeah.
So everybody was watching that game.
Man.
The whole city was on fire.
I could only imagine. Yeah, I seen on Matt Ryan the last game. I seen Matt Ryan the last game. He was balling out. Dartmouth said, well, if I told you Bob Christie is my favorite all-time Falcon. Man, I love Bob Christie. He came in and just got his job done. Traveling Charlie says, what type of dance are you going to do at my wedding? I do whatever you want me to do, Coach. You just let me know.
Get a little bit of this.
I give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I give a little bit of sprinkler. Take it right back. Give a little shoulder. Take it right back. Man, but hey, thank you so much for supporting us, Trav and Charlie. That's that. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man. Tony Wright says my favorite Atlanta Falcons victory was the 2016 NFC Championship game, beating uh beating the Green Bay. Well, you know what? We were at the game before that. And that's the first time I ever felt the dome shake.
Yeah, we were, because that was supposed to be the last
That was supposed to be
game.
the last
And we
game.
were like, yeah, we got the last game at the Dome.
Exactly. But Dallas couldn't do their job.
And it was your birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was your
yeah,
birthday too, yeah.
yeah. And we ended up whenever Russell Wilson got that safe, we got the safety on Russell Wilson.
It went crazy in there.
The dome was shaking.
It went crazy. It has never been that live in there. It was insane.
Man.
Packed too.
Yeah, it was.
Packed.
It was. I just remember we got the safety, like people were grabbing me from all over. Like I guess everybody grabbed the big guy. Cause I was talking to everybody in there, like everybody just grabbing me. And the dome was shaking. I was like, oh man, this is man. But look, man, I definitely appreciate everybody for coming on and chopping it up with us. Like I said, it's about we about 12 and a half hours from game time. So I'm gonna let y'all get some rest and everything so we can go ahead and see what we can do about getting it done. But look, in the meantime, I need y'all to stay safe. Please don't do anything that I would do. If you ain't hit that like button yet, make sure that you hit it, before you head on out. And look, man, we ready. We got to get ready for this game. Get this win. Y'all already know what time it is, man. But look, y'all already know. We ready.